and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, no. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Pops, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dumb play. And you know we can't wait to...
Hey everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football.
Coach, thanks. We're about 12 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Miami Dolphins and our home team. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. Throw a touchdown.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
Let's go, D. Big series right.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And some room to work. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love it.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. After the sack on first down, Wentz, they'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 30. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 36 yards on the play. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's complete. James White. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A Miami first down and a 14-yard pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First down, here's White. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taking it about the 16.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after 1.
We ain't giving them nothing.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing on second down. Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing is Wentz. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. To throw is Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And he slings one that's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. But it'll be 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Saquon Barkley running right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I booked into practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Leonard Fournette, and they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. To throw, it's Mahomes. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here's Mahomes to throw, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And this one is right down the wrong way. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. They'll find Metcalf. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. On 2nd and 12, Wentz is going to let this. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. So we'll punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now Saquon Barkley. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go. On third down, Barkley. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. On first down, Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 53 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. To throw, it's Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Mack Wilson coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Call it 6, maybe 7, but now they're left with 4th down and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness. Just about got him into the end zone.
To the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Fuck you, dumbass!
And all the gambling fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand.
Well, the element of surprise was there. All right, there's no doubt about it. For us, maybe. But not for the guys on defense. An incomplete pass on the fake field goal attempt.
I guess, though, if you're trying to pick up the first of that spot, why not let your QB throw the ball, right? Instead of your kicker, yeah. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
And he's got him in, Corey Davis. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On first down, Mahomes. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Fournette. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
One quarter remains here on Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll run it again with Fournette. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They begin with a run by Barkley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On second and very short, Wentz nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Clay Matthews adding another sack to his impressive NFL resume. Now Wentz on third down. And he finds Seals Jones complete. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. A first down carry for Barkley. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. And they're going to speed things up here. Again, it's Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Throwing now is Wentz. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on fourth down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Completes it to Davis. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
I'm still about to win it.
On second and goal, Mahomes. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete.
I can't hear shit you say. What you say?
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it up. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Wentz signaling frantically, let's get to the line. To throw is Wentz. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I didn't catch it.
I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Back to throw. He's got it. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Ricky Seals-Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job 1 was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now, so you're not protecting a lead, so you're not playing that way. You've got to go get the lead again, so maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. They come up here on 1st and 10, and now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So now it's 4th down and short, and whenever they do run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Chargers getting set to go. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that. All their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Wentz. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Now Wentz. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Tucker's kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Back to throw. Goes underneath here to White. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the home team here,